Hi and welcome to the tutorial on recording macros using Excel 2007. This screencast will step you through the very simplest of macros so that you can use the principles in your projects and save some time. The first thing we'll need to note is that spreadsheets in Excel in the latest version of Office 2007 have two file formats. There's the normal file format and then there's a macro enabled one. Let's show you what I mean by that. I'll open up a macro enabled spreadsheet and you can tell which ones are macro enabled by this exclamation mark that you'll see on the icon. So I'll open up this one here and we'll immediately notice that we have a security warning that macros have been disabled. By default in Office 2007, macros have a security setting called the Trust Center so that they don't execute automatically. That's to prevent viruses from spreading via macros embedded into a document. When you're happy that a document is safe and secure, what you do is you click on the Options button, like I've just shown you, click Enable this content, then OK. That'll enable us to either run macros that are embedded in there and also to record them within the spreadsheet. Now, what we need to do now is start recording this spreadsheet macro, and to be able to run the macro we want to have a button, so we'll create that first of all. Insert a shape that is button shaped, so a simple rectangle with some rounded corners would be nice. Click on that, draw it on there to the rough size and location that you want. Let's type in the text that will be useful for our end user to understand what that button's going to do. And you can format the button as well. So I've just clicked on the button there, and then I'm going to change some of the colours. So I'm going to make it a nice green button because it's going to do something, and I'm going to change the outline of the shape and probably the weight of the line. So there we've got a button shape which you can drag around and we can resize, but it's not doing anything at the moment. We need to record the steps that we want to do. And all I want to do is move from one sheet to the other. If you want to do something a little bit more complicated, you just record those steps. So I'm going to right click, I'm going to assign the macro, and I'm going to record what I want to do. I'm going to give the macro name something a little bit more understandable. So go to sheet 2. Notice I've not put any spaces in the macro name. It's important to know that that Excel will not allow any spaces in the macro name, but it will allow a description. So there we've got our macro record form completed. When we're ready to record, you just click on OK. And you'll notice that in the bottom left hand corner on the status bar in Excel, there's this button has appeared. It's a stop button. That's what you're going to use when you finish recording. Doesn't matter how long you take to do these steps. It's not like a video recording. It just records the steps that you do. So it's important for you to be thinking carefully about what you're going to do at this point. All I want to do is go to sheet 2. Happy with that. So I'm then going to stop. So I'm going to zoom into that so I can see that's zooming in. So that's the button we're going to click, that plus button there. And we're going to click the stop button there. That's it done. So it's now assigned it to that button, but if we click it, because we've got it selected, it's not going to work, so we have to click off it first of all. Notice when we hover over the top of it now, the pointer changes to something a little bit more intuitive. In other words, it's a click button. You click it and it'll go to sheet 2. Doesn't matter whereabouts in sheet 2, because we're not specified whereabouts to go to. But that's what it'll do each time. So that's recording a macro that's very simple using Excel 2007.